What's up, people? It's me, Mr. Byers. I'm here to go over your lesson 4 drama assignment that you are going to complete this week. Last week, you were supposed to have read up all on drama and plays, okay, and then possibly use some of that time to finish up your novel that you're supposed to have been reading this whole semester because that's gonna be the next paper you write is about your novel. But we have this final assignment right here before we get to the final paper. Okay, so go to lessons. Go down to lesson 4 drama. All right, the assignment's due next week. Next what is it? Monday. Go down to all right, here it is. So it's the short answer quiz 3, November 2nd. Okay. This deals with a drama. Okay. The Crucible. It is a play that has also been made into a film. And the thing about drama is that it's supposed to be seen. You can read a script and but that script that you read might not have all of the actual type of stage directions, emotions, the narrator's voice, giving you insider information. And so watching a play is so much different than reading it because you see and hear the actors inflection and their body language and all that, okay, because it adds so much to understanding what's going on. So to demonstrate the difference effect it has on the viewer from reading a script to watching it play out in front of you, we're going to read a scene from the play The Crucible, and then you're going to watch the same scene but acted out, and then you're going to write about it, okay? But look though, the way that this assignment is completed is very important, okay? It needs to be completed in steps, and you need to respect the steps and the process, okay? And the great thing about this assignment is that there's 3 parts to this assignment, and you don't have to do all 3 in one sitting. I mean, you could do part 1 today, part 2 tomorrow, part 3 on Thursday, and then edit it all together and submit it by Sunday night. Okay? Don't feel like you have to, once you start this, you have to go all the way through. But you do need to respect the process. Okay, that's what all actors say. You got to respect the process. So, The Crucible is a play that I hope that you've all seen before. Maybe you haven't. It's no big deal. It's kind of a pretty universal text taught in high school. But some people might have teachers who decide that they didn't want to teach The Crucible. The Crucible takes place during the 1600s in America. It's about the Salem witch trials. It's about some girls who go out into the woods and they are caught dancing and singing by the town minister, who is essentially also the mayor of the town. And they claim, since dancing is illegal in the Puritan society, they claim to just have that they were bewitched into it, rather than saying, yeah, we snuck out, we did this, okay? They claim to be victims of witchcraft, which is what caused them to be lured out there at night, okay? So the town is full of rumors and suspicions. So the scene that we're about to watch is between 2 characters, John Proctor, an older man in his 40s, and Abigail Williams, who is a young teenager who is 17. And there are rumors that John Proctor and Abigail Williams had hooked up, with each other for a time while Abigail worked as John Proctor's nanny for his children. Okay, this had not been confirmed in the play. These were just rumors. okay, that the other characters are talking about. This is the first scene where we see John Proctor and Abigail Williams together. They are appearing inside of, or right else, inside of Abigail's cousin's room, where the cousin is sick. She's acting like she's been cursed by a witch as a way to not get in trouble. And so John and Abigail are talking to each other for the first time in this play. Okay, what you're going to do is you're going to download the scene, which is right up here, and you are going to read the scene first. You're going to read it without reading any interpretations or watching it. You're going to read it. Okay, starts with Proctor coming in. He kicks out Mercy, his little girl, and then he and Abigail talk. They talk. Okay, it's 2 pages. Read it. After you're done reading it, okay, don't move on to number 2 yet. You read it, and then you answer these questions. All right, to the best of your ability. What is this scene about? Don't Google search. Don't go online and look it up. Read the scene, and from what you have read, what can you figure out the scene is about? How do the characters feel toward each other? Once again, don't look for answers outside of the script. Just look at the script. Read the script. Based upon reading the script, what do you think how the characters feel towards each other? There's no right or wrong answer. I'm looking for, upon the first impression of reading this, what do you think? What is the tone or tones of the scene? Do their attitudes change towards each other? Okay, so just read it and give me your basic understanding of the scene. Okay, when you are finished writing that, if you want to take a break, if you want to wait till the next day to do part 2, fine, whatever. But you have to read the script and then write about it before you move on to part 2. Okay, part 2 is watching this scene in the film version of the Crucible. And the film version was written by the same guy, Arthur Miller, who wrote the play. So the scene in the film is the same scene as in the play. It's just that it is outside rather than inside. Okay. Now it's kind of a janky video because this is literally my computer, and I have my telephone recording the scene because I couldn't find this actual scene on the internet. So, sorry, okay? But you're going to watch it. That's John Proctor. Watch it all the way through, okay? And upon watching it, you're going to answer the same questions, but you are going to answer them based upon what you saw in the scene, all right? Try to, if you could, just try to, black out in your head, having ever read it. Watching it now, what is this scene about? Watching it, how do the characters feel toward each other? Watching it, what is the tone of the scene based upon, the actors, okay? So watch the film, or the scene, 2.5-minute scene, and then answer these questions about it. Then, after having done that, okay, you read it, and you thought about what you read, and you wrote about it. You watched it, you thought about what you saw, and you wrote about it. Now you're going to think about these things together. And now you're going to answer the questions that deal with part 3. How did your understanding of this scene change by watching it? How did your understanding of the characters change by watching it? What is the value of having actors portray written characters? I'm hoping that your interpretation is different from reading it to writing it. I know mine was, and many of my other students there are. Okay. All right. So you're going to now you'll do all this on this document, the written quiz 3. You can download the sheet, open it up. Okay. Here we go. And I want it to be in MLA formatting, okay? So you're answering these questions in the form of a paragraph, all right? So even though you write the questions, you're gonna format them into paragraphs. So this is like 3 separate paragraphs. All right. So you can answer your questions in the form of a paragraph, and then delete all this. Okay. Put your name, my name, the class, the due date, which is November 2nd, 2020. Okay. And then you're going to have 3 paragraphs. Because you have 3 sets of responses. Right? 3 paragraphs, 3 responses. You should put your title can just be, let's see, home drama quiz. Okay. And there you go. That's the way it should look when you submit it. MLA formatting and 3 body paragraphs. If you have any questions about that, you can send me an email. Okay. Alrighty. That's your assignment for this week. You are reading the script and writing about it. You are watching the script, watching the film and writing about it. And then you're thinking about them together and writing about them. And then you need to have 3 paragraphs. You're not answering the question. You're not putting the question and putting your answer. You're answering the questions all in 1 paragraph. So they flow to each other. So you have 3 separate paragraphs. And make sure you are finishing reading your novel. Your novel. All right. I'll check y'all later. Bye-bye.